One of the most expensive, if not priceless, commodity in pool for a pool player, and that is in fact the ability to aim with instinct, the ability to aim by feel, the ability to use their experience to pocket an object ball anywhere on the table, just like some of the top pros like Joshua Filler, Koping Yi, Koping Chung, Shane Van Boning, Francesco Sanchez Ruiz, Albin Ocean, and the list goes on. When these guys are on the table, they make some ridiculous spots, and sometimes you have to ask yourself the question, how do they do it? Of course, these guys have been playing for years on the international circuit. They have lots and lots of experience, lots and lots of practice hours. So of course, you have to do the same. And of course, by extension, I have to do the same. So in this video here, which is not necessarily like a lesson, it's just a demonstration where I'm in my practice session and I'm actually going through the whole process of developing a feel for automatic aiming. Now you'll notice that there's very one thing that I do here that a lot of pool players do, and I'm not against it because occasionally I still resort back to the fundamentals of aiming with the ghost ball, and that is in fact aiming without going around to look. Now I use a very unique combination of aiming systems, and what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to get the whole idea of fractional ball aiming out of my conscious mind whenever I'm in the game. I must be able to look at a pot and visualize the cut angle. For example, that was a beautiful execution there. That was not completely 45 degrees, but very, very close. Ask me how I know. I will tell you in the next tutorial video when I post it here. Now, these are some shots that I recently discovered came up in my game. This is a straight in pot into the side pocket, very close to the corner pocket here. But what had happened in that shot is that I'm pretending like the side pocket was blocked and I had to pot it into the corner. Now this is a really, really tough pot and can be very deceiving when you get down to find the potting angle. Now you'll see here occasionally when you try it, this might happen to you here where you go a little bit thin, just a hair thin, because of course with a cut like this the object ball will have some throw on it, so you have to play it with the right speed and you have to really hit the object ball precisely here. So again, as I said, I'm not telling you what aiming system I'm using or which part of the object ball I'm shooting at. I'm just demonstrating to you what a practice session is like for me. Now for the purpose of this video, I only try to make the shots once. But in upcoming videos when I'm doing this, if you guys like this type of content, this type of feel, I will definitely be making more like this for you, where I'll be explaining precisely what it is that I am doing here. Now all these shots that you see me playing here are problem shots that I've had in my game for years. They have plagued me for years. I've made some, but I've also missed them a lot, especially when the pressure is on. For example, this real cut shot here is a shot that oftentimes you'll find yourself playing safe on. Or you'll have a shot like this, and if the side pocket is open, you'll find a lot of amateur level players or even intermediate players trying to go for a cross bank into the corner or a cross bank into the side. But you know, as you can see here, that I'm demonstrating how I'm aiming this shot without really knowing. If you notice that I have not gone around, except for the first shot that I played where I went around to look at the potting angle, I didn't move. I'm actually using a specific part of the object ball here. And believe me when I tell you that I put so much practice in that when these shots come up, any variation of these shots that come up, I'll be able to judge the potting angle using one reference line, and from there I'll be able to know where on the object ball I need to hit. Now if you notice that a lot of the times it's just that when the pros are playing and the pressure is on, you see them take that extra time to find and verify that putting angle there. That was a beautiful execution there. Cue ball was floating across there, and I do have a video coming out on that as well, guys. Like I said, there's a lot of updates coming up on the channel. There's a lot of discoveries that I've made since the past 3 weeks, guys, past 2 weeks really. And it's things that I've always, like, you know, when you're in the game and you're playing, you often miss that important shot, but you never really took it to the practice table and say you're going to practice it, you know. So of recent, I did 2 days of extensive training with this kind of putt. Even though you see me missing here, guys, it's definitely, this video that I'm making here was made for a vlog that I posted recently where I shared with you guys that I was actually going to training. So you can check out what a typical training day is like for me on the channel. A link will be pinned in the description box below. You can check that out as well, guys, because I want to get more interpersonal with you here. So as you can see here, just trying to feel the angle there. This type of shot is difficult. I'm not going to tell you it's easy, it's difficult. I've gotten advice that I should ignore the rail. I've gotten advice that I should use spin, none of which works. I find fractional ball aiming the most powerful aiming system. Once you know one particular shot, then you can make a reference to all shots here. So far, these shots that I've played so far are really like 45 degree and 30 degree cut shots. Now this particular shot here is the same putting angle as the previous one that I was doing here, but it just looks different. So when you see me aiming, once you have an object ball on the spot and you're aiming from the center of the table from a perpendicular direction, all you have to aim at is just on the outside edge of the object ball. And I can make these shots all day, all night, whether I'm bridging on the rail or not here. All right, so definitely, guys, coming to the end of this video, these are some typical things that I do in my training. You would have already seen 2 previous upload where I did 2 particular drill, the 2 rail breakout cluster drill and the spot shot drill. This is also another one that I have coming out soon on the channel as well, guys, where you jack up into the corner pocket and try to pot an object ball straight into the corner using the Darren Appleton's professional aiming system for straight in pots. So definitely, guys, practice is good, it is essential, it is important, but of course, if you practice something and you are not aiming to apply it in the game, then the practice that you're practicing does not make sense. And that is just in my honest opinion. So I feel like that whatever you practice, you should practice it to the point where you cannot, or you don't know how to miss it. Don't practice it until you make it. All right, so I want to thank you guys again for just joining this very short tutorial, shorter than my usual videos, as I go into demonstration and execution mode here. So thank you guys for watching, subscribing. Hit the subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions and comments, and let's just continue to improve our game with precision, accuracy, consistency and control. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.